Hi, everyone. Welcome to our training. So today we're going to talk to Sarah Mandia and talk about how she got to green and her road to green. So Sarah joined Unique about 9 months ago, and when she first joined my company, I had never spoken to her before. She tried a mascara that a friend of hers had bought off of me. She called me one day and said, I really want to do this, but I'm not interested in growing my team or growing a company. I just kind of want to do this on the side, make a little extra cash. And she probably did that for about a week, and then her business just took off. She has been a rock star ever since, and I'm really excited and really happy that she can share how she got to green and how she's been able to stay at green consistently. And yeah, so Sarah, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Farah, for your wonderful introduction for the third time, but no one has to know that. Uh, so yeah, I hit green 3.5 months into the business, and I think the biggest thing that girls need to remember is that it is not a race to get there; it's a journey. And I don't think that it was luck because I was working like crazy amount of hours a day. But I do think that girls that are trying to focus on rushing the business and think they're going to hit green overnight, it doesn't work that way. I think my biggest thing that I say to my team is that if you want to hit green, you have to recruit. If you don't recruit and your team is not growing, then you're going to have a really hard time getting $10,000 in sales in a month. The biggest thing is to make sure that you are sponsoring those people, that you are talking to them, especially when girls first sign up. I tend to talk to them at least 2 to 3 times a day, if not more, depending on what they're trying to work with. Are they doing a first online party, making sure they're adding me to their sales group, to all their online parties to make sure that they're running okay, so that I can actually give them suggestions. So I think the biggest thing is recruiting, and then sponsoring, and then sales. So I try to be the top salesperson on my team every month. Last month for April I was, which I was really happy about. But there's been some months where I haven't been, and that's awesome. And it's great to see that girls are making crazy amounts of sales. But then when I see that, I'm like, oh, I wish that girl could hit green too, because she's working so hard. Look at her sales. If only she had a team that was working as hard as she is. So I really think it's important to also remember that you are not going to have 100, like I think there's 100 and something under me now. There's not going to be 117 girls working. There's going to be 4 or 5 girls that are really, really wanting this, and those are the girls that you talk to all the time. They're the ones you communicate with. You're the ones I think you'll message and see how they're doing, see if they need suggestions. Like even today, for instance, I talked to one of my girls, talk to your team on the phone. Do you reach out to them if you haven't talked to them in a week or so? So I think communication, being consistent every day. There's no day that I take off from Unique. Like I can't think of a day where I woke up in the morning and I'm like, well, I'm going to do nothing with my business today. I work full time. I'm a full-time teacher. I have 7, 8 kids running around my classroom all day long. So stay-at-home moms, you have little kids running around at home. Well, I have 200 kids that come through my classroom a day. So, I mean, if I can handle 200 kids and still work a business, then I truly believe that any of you can do exactly what I'm doing. I think that's sort of been my journey, and I cannot wait to, hit orange. But I've been super happy staying consistently at green. I think if I wasn't being consistent with my business, then I would need to start changing things and doing things differently. Now I'm trying to build my business even further and do everything that I've just been saying to you girls. So recruit, sponsor, sales.
So when you started, before you hit green, what did you find was your biggest obstacle getting to green? What was something that kind of made you feel like, I don't know if this is for me? Because we get a lot of people that, and a lot of girls that, they'll hit pink and they'll hit blue, and a month or 2 months goes by and they haven't hit green yet, and they really feel defeated. So what helped you get through that, and what was your biggest obstacle?
There's points in January. I seriously think over the course of a week, I messaged every single person who bought a mascara from me, asking if they need a refill, asking not even asking if they need a refill, asking how they're liking their mascara, trying to start a conversation with them, building that relationship back up, even though it's probably a lot of them were friends or family, but girls that I went through all my emails, all my text messages, that was recruiting was seemed like it was a dead end. So I'm like, okay, so how am I going to regroup and do this? I think the first month I hit green, I was fortunate to have some big sales from girls on my team. But I think in December, we had to have all our orders in by December 10th, or people weren't going to get their stuff for Christmas. So those 10 days were like crucial for sales. So, I think leading my team at that point, I really felt as though they really stepped it up and pushed those sales into those 10 days. But I think, the biggest obstacle, you can't, like, if you're looking at what you're missing in your business. So like if I'm not selling a lot of mascaras, for instance, I'm going to go message people. If I'm not recruiting a lot, then I'm going to turn my focus into how I can change that up. How am I going to start recruiting more people in a different way than what I've already been doing? So I think that the biggest thing is, the biggest obstacle was when times were slow and I wasn't making any sales, and we've all been there. I'm like, maybe it's just like maybe people don't like the mascara. Maybe people don't want more. Maybe I don't want buyers. So I realized that I probably need some new people to buy stuff after messaging every single person I bought for me from like September to December. So like we're talking over 500 people that I messaged in a week. And then it started, and then later on, those people got back to me in like a month later, some of them, and bought a mascara. So it wasn't a waste of my time, but at the time it felt like a huge waste of time.
Awesome. So do you think are there 3 things that you would tell people to do on a daily basis to help them get to green? Especially this month with the bonus happening. Everyone wants to get to green.
Bonus is crazy. And like a lot of my girls are Canadian. There are definitely some American girls. $1,100. I can't even imagine getting $1,100 extra dollars this month for doing exactly what I'm doing. I'm like, it wasn't at green yet. No. But like to get to green this month, you need to build your team, but you need to also focus on sales, because really essentially, and you need to motivate your team. So the 3 things is motivate your team, talk to them every day, because you're not going to sell 10 grand yourself. If you do, congratulations. That is amazing. You need to motivate your team, especially some of you have 30, 35 girls on your team. I hit green with 31 girls on my team. So the first time I hit, and then by December, I think I was at 40 or 50. So you can do this, but you need some more girls on the team. And don't think that recruiting is a waste of time, because there's a lot of girls that I've signed up that have placed, qualified within hours. Like I know that there's one, I'll use Sherry as an example. Sherry sold like 16 mascaras in her first 2 days. Mm-hmm. I sold 6 mascaras in my first 2 weeks. So I think just focusing on recruiting and getting some more girls on your team is huge. But I do suggest posting in groups. I know there's lots of leaders that say don't do that, don't post in groups. I don't say anything about Younique. You guys have, like the girls on my team have the messages that I send. But I will try to post in like 30 groups a day, but I'm not I think it's about building those relationships up. So if they're random people, chances are you're probably not going to sign them up right away. The girls that I have been signing up have been previous customers. So those are also people that you could reach out to. Friends on your Facebook. So like I think Natalie just posted like a chicken list of people that you're scared to ask them. There's like no harm in asking those people. Have you ever thought about it? And now that the company is getting a little bit bigger, people know about what it is, it's actually becoming a little bit easier to kind of make the suggestion. I just started a party yesterday, and it's for a younger girl in PEI, and her mother, she wrote me a message saying, oh, my mom wants to sign up actually. So I've been talking to her mother, and I'm running this party for her daughter, and I'm trying to convince her mother to sign up so that she can take over the party for her daughter, and that could be her first party and her first sales. So you just never really know, like when you're setting up these online parties, what can happen. The second party that I set up this month so far, I was telling Farah earlier, I actually fell asleep waiting for the girl to add people to the group. And I woke up in the morning and she had added 591 people to this party. I don't even have 591 people in my own sales group. So to get 590 new contacts in an online party is huge. Like, I haven't done much with it. It's only been a day, but there's been lots of interaction and lots of girls asking questions. So I think online parties are your best way of networking. And then sort of building on that, to get to green this month, hit up all those parties again. And I know you say that a lot of times that they're dead zones. Do something interactive. Two girls on my team are doing a really cool idea right now where they're giving away a mascara or a lip stain. If people add girls to the group, they get to enter. I think that if they add like 10 or 15, one girl got 600 new members in her sales group overnight just by doing a little contest with a free product. People will do anything for something free. So if that can help build your business up by giving away one free thing, I think a $35 mascara, giving that away is worth 1,100 Canadian in your pocket at the end of the month.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least, your three, the 3 words that you would tell someone. Just any 3 words that come to the top of your head that what between what unique means to you and how important it is to get to green for your business.
Well, I'll use my 3 things that I put in my MLM video that I'm desperately waiting for Amber to post, which are be confident, be consistent, and be you. That's all you can do. If you're doing those 2 things, that's what you're working your business. But if you're not consistent, nothing's going to happen. If you're not confident and people think you don't know what you're talking about, then ask your sponsor questions or ask me questions and I will help you so that you sound confident when you talk to people online, and be yourself. Don't sugarcoat it. I'm always exactly how I am. I make jokes when I'm recruiting. I make jokes with girls. And if, you know what, if they get my jokes and they think I'm funny, then chances are they're going to be an awesome person to have on my team. If you get somebody online that's being really not, I don't know, they seem aggressive and they just want to know what this is about and are you a scam artist, they're probably not going to sign up anyways. And if they do, they're probably not going to be the best person to have on your team anyways. So if you're yourself, you'll connect with people that are like yourself and you'll get along with, because you got to keep in mind you're going to be talking to these people all the time. So if it's somebody that you're chatting with for recruiting and you really can't see yourself talking to this person every single day, then they may not be the best person for your business. And that's okay, because there's lots of people out there that are going to be good for your business.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you
for your insight and your knowledge.
And that was fun. I really enjoyed that. I'm excited for Chicago. Hope some more ladies join us.
Yes, I hope everyone decides to come to Chicago. Remember, it's in August, so have lots of time to get your ticket. So have lots of time to book your hotels and your flights and everything. Mm-hmm. It will by far be the best thing you're going to do for your business this year. Invest in yourself, invest in your business, and trust me, you will not be sorry. You're going to get so much swag. You're going to meet so many people. You're going to learn some amazing things. And it is, like Eric Worre says, make it all about the convention. Make it all about that at the end of the year. So with that being said, we'll see you guys at convention. We had a great, a great training. Sorry, got sidetracked. And have a successful day, have a successful week, have a successful month, and we will talk to you guys soon. Bye, everyone.